I hope they don't put me in jail for this. Let's see if these castles are guarded at all. How I wish I could get a peek. Looks like I found a hole in the fence. Hi guys, my name is Kostya, I'm a YouTube vlogger, and now I'm in a little hotel room in the small town of Bolu, which is in Turkey. What is this place and what am I doing here exactly? Today I'm going to perhaps the most unusual place to which I could ever go to. It's the abandoned village of millionaires. I am so attracted to this place because it is so unreal. You probably already saw it in preview, but now I will not show you the whole thing so that you and me could see it together. I will only show how it looks like on a Google map. Another thing is that I have absolutely no idea what's going on there. That is, on the internet there are videos on quadrocopter, but there's not a single vlogger who walked around there, explored that territory inside out. I'm not even sure whether this place is guarded or packed with big dogs ready to run after me and bite me. Maybe there are even some criminals living there. Nothing is clear as yet. I'm simply going there not knowing what to expect. I just simply know that there are castles and that's it. End of story. Therefore, I'm now going, guys, and I'm taking you with me to see what's happening there. I think it's gonna be awesome and thrilling. The hotel staff told me how to find the bus stop. It's about 300 meters away. That's very convenient. I think that I will have to go to the main bus station, and this is about 4 or 5 kilometers. This is how the bus ticket looks like. It costs 15 liras. Distance is 50 kilometers. The first point of my route is a small town of Moderno, after which I will have to walk another 4 kilometers, and in theory, I'll be able to view these deserted Disney-like castles, finally. Moderno is such a cozy, cute little town. Everything here is very old. Shattered shingles on the rooftops, brick houses. In general, the atmosphere is so nice. Everything is so cool. I'm really loving it. Small shops along the way, stranded dogs wandering around. I was actually really hoping they won't be here, but they are here. Now I will have to walk another 4 kilometers to these very castles, and I hope that I will not meet a pack of stray dogs. I have a tear gas if I have to fight back. All in all, it doesn't really feel like the Turkey that I've seen before. It's such an old city. There are a lot of such beautiful, uninhabited houses like these. Very beautiful, stunning. I have already seen several of these. 4 kilometers away from the city, everything has changed. Behind me is some old ancient city and also some modern buildings. Now I find myself in some kind of a field. I think the castles will be visible very soon. I'd like to see them with my own eyes. Here we are, guys. There is only one obstacle left. Castles hide behind those hills. Now we will go past those and take a closer look. There they are, as if in some kind of a computer game. I'm in absolute awe. What a view. I'll try to get closer and launch a drone somewhere there. A flight over deserted Disney-like castles. Now I will go down there and we'll have a nicer view. There are more castles. Look, I'll go down there to the main gate, and somewhere there I'll try to start the drone to look at all this from above, an aerial check to see everything in detail. I've said this more than once. These are simply fantastic feelings when you are somewhere in your own city of Lesazavodsk, Vladivostok, and look at a point so inaccessible, so remote, far on the other side of the planet, and now you're right here. You have reached this place. I'm simply lost for words. It is one thing seeing it in pictures and totally different witnessing it with your own eyes. It really does exist. I repeat, there was absolutely no information on the internet about these castles. I know the history of these castles, and I will share it a little later, but I honestly didn't know anything about how to get here, whether it is guarded or whether it can be filmed. There is nothing on the internet at all. On the internet, there are just videos for a minute and a half on how people just drive past these castles and film from far away. Let's see if these castles are guarded at all. What a fantastic place. It's just fabulous, guys. They are so much the same. Well, it seems that the entrance gate is there, so new, so white. This is where work is underway. Everything is relatively new. It seems quite decent. The administration staff apparently lives here. There are residential houses for workers. There's the area for construction workers. The builders live here apparently. Holy moly, it looks like out of this world. Magic Disney-like castles. Security. I see two puppies here. There they are. I hope the big dogs will not show up. There is a guard walking around, and he's already looking at me.
Hello?
So, as I rightly anticipated, the guard suddenly looked out, started talking to me, exactly how I imagined it would work out. I tried to speak to the guard in half English, half Russian, to see any sign of approval. Unfortunately, he went, no, no, no. I don't think I will go to him and disturb him. I'll go further away so that he forgets me a little, and somewhere out there, I'll launch a drone and look at the whole area from above. Oh, how I wish I could get a peek of one of these castles, see it from the inside. Dog kennels are visible everywhere. I'm guessing there are lots of dogs in the territory. So I'll go up the hill, somewhere up there, hide behind the bush and try to start the drone. So I climbed a little higher. Now I will try to find a place to sit right there on my backpack. I will set the drone ready. See how magnificent it is, guys. I will fly high above in the open air. We'll have a bird's-eye view of the whole site. I will try to raise it as high as possible so that it cannot be heard from the ground. So here we go. Come on, let's do this. I set the drone. Right, now I will start recording. I hope they don't put me in jail for this.
Take off.
And up we fly. It flew away. No one noticed anything, and that's great. And while we are enjoying the views here a little bit, I want to tell you what this whole thing is all about. Why is it that 587 Disney-like houses are deserted? Back in 2014, an ambitious project called Burj Ali Babas was launched in Turkey, a luxury town with villas for wealthy foreigners. Everything was going well until after 3 years, when the development was in full swing. Wealthy investors from Saudi Arabia began to notice something was not right. In the master plan of the whole development, they saw beautiful castles, hotels, shops, artificial lakes, and in their view it was really lavish and extravagant. But in reality, they were faced with the so-called pretentious buildings with the same looking castles, and after a while, not only investors but also home buyers began to refuse to buy one after another. So that you know, the cost of one such castle would cost you about $500,000. Tell me, if you had that kind of money, would you buy one? Let's say this one? In 2018, Saret Group had $27 million in debt and was declared bankrupt. In my hands, I have one small gadget that I carry with me, but never have I used it once. I wanted to go to Chernobyl to check the levels of radiation. It's a radiometer, Geiger counter. Here is the small device. I don't know why, but let's just check the levels of radiation to see if it's there or not. It's been traveling with me for half a year, and there was no reason for me to turn it on anywhere along the journey. It shows me measuring in sieverts. That is, if it gets to 0.5, then it's considered an increased level of radiation. For now, it's 0.09. It went up a bit to 0.1. So it went through a whole cycle and reached 0.14. With the radiation, everything is fine here. In general, it's very tiny. It didn't even get to 0.2. The norm was 0.3. Let's get a closer look at these castles now. For sure, it's such an unusual construction. So much money has been invested in here. I wonder if there is anything inside at all. Some furniture, maybe?
Мебель какая-нибудь.
Well, I'd say the area is protected really well with fences. There is a booth, but there's no guard in it.
Нет.
Barbed wire is everywhere.
Опа.
Looks like I found a hole in the fence.
Вот, смотрите, была дыра.
Look, there was a hole, but now it's been closed up with barbed wire. That's the only place I was counting on for entrance. As I understand it, this whole area is carefully being monitored. It's clear that someone tried to sneak in here or somewhere. The fence is no longer intact. They closed it up. Someone went to a great length to fix the fence. You see, they even repaired it. I think it was possible to pass through here. There is so much of this barbed wire everywhere. Now they did it like that. Everything is blocked. All access gates are closed. Anyways, I found the hole, and there it is. I will have to use it and go down like this and run into one of those buildings. See? I'm vulnerable and exposed from all sides out in the open. You can see everything. There may be even a guard sitting in the next house. I'll just climb in, and who knows, he might even catch me. Here we go. I hope this thing doesn't collapse. This is how the castle looks like. I hope no one is following me. Any guards? Seems not. The floor is all cracked. The building may be in disrepair, yet I'm walking here just the same. Let's go up higher. Stairs again. Here is the roof, and the gazebo is all shattered. Okay guys, I'll get out of this place. It's so scary because I'm not in my country and I don't know the local laws. I don't know what might happen to me. There's no security? There's no one. Now I quickly run out and get out of this whole place. There's no security. There's no one. There is my backpack. Quickly there. Let's do this. What if I had faced dogs or a security man waiting for me to step into the building? Someone could have identified me on the surveillance camera easily. Well, that's it. I have fulfilled my mission. I visited one of these castles. I saw this unusual village with my own eyes. I flew a drone. I even climbed through the fence and roamed around in one of those castles. I think these houses are similar to each other with minor variations. I'm delighted and content in general with this video, guys. I'm basically happy with what happened here. And now I'm going back to Bolu, where I will need to take a bus to Ankara. And who is this protecting this forsaken place? How did I ever get past this vicious, fear-inducing guard? Bye-bye, puppy.